Hey, it's Katherine from Brandequip Designs, and today on What I Learned Today, I want to talk to you a little bit about the hidden value of a strong client relationship. I mean, we all know about the value of a referral. At least I hope we do. And then there's also even the fact that it's way easier and more cost effective to turn a client into a repeat client rather than trying to find a new client. But there's more to a client relationship than just the money exchange that will be taking place. What I really love about strong client relationships is that you really have like a one-way, or two-way, I should say, street, like direct line into really understanding what it is that your ideal client and target market actually wants. It's kind of genius, but if you can turn a client into a business buddy in some way, shape, or form, and then you have access to them and their ideas, and you can kind of help them in whatever ways that they need, it's a supportive relationship from both sides, right? Give and take, then you basically have a golden egg, like a golden goose in your back pocket, because you can talk about ideas for content and record your meetings to access the language that you guys are using while you're talking, so you can really understand how to use, like, what language you can be using to connect with your clients a lot better. This is a great way to try and avoid the industry speak, or if you're trying to figure out how you can say something, talk about it with someone who is actually a client of yours and record the conversation, see how you guys are talking about, and turn that into some form of writing. You can also really distill what truly matters to your client. So, if you're thinking about creating a service, or if you're editing a service or something, then you can look at it and say, you're doing all of these things, but what really truly matters within all of those things to your client? And then it's your job to decide what it is that you need to do in order to get that result, to really truly achieve what they want. And also, another great benefit to strong client relationships is to really understand what drives them to being ready to make a purchase. So that kind of goes with, what does your client truly want and value, so that it just kind of all ties together to leading you to being able to create a service that is really desirable and wanted and serves a need, like a very real need. Because if there's one person out there who needs this, guaranteed there are plenty more. And then you can also run other things by them. I know I mentioned the ideas, like kind of curating ideas for content creation and stuff like that. You can also run the whole service ideas by them, but you can also run ideas by them regarding rates, like see what they feel would be worthwhile to work with you. And it kind of helps you to raise your rates if you need to, or recognize what their values are. Granted, nothing is perfect. It takes a really special client to be able to talk rates with them. But I know that there have been stories of, other design professionals, and probably other professionals in general, like around the world, who, think about raising their rates, and maybe they bring it up with a client. And I know that there is a story in this book I'm reading, finally, I've had it forever, about a designer who was really nervous about raising his rates, and broached the topic with one of his oldest clients. They had a really strong relationship, and she kept on saying, go up, go up, go up, because she felt really bad about what they were paying him, because he was worth so much more than what he was charging. So this goes along, like, the value he was providing was worth more than what he was charging, I should say, because you are invaluable. So rather than charging necessarily what you're worth, charge what your service is worth. So I think that's a really key distinction that not many people are making. And I totally understand the whole charge your value kind of a thing, that's a really great way to raise your level of self-worth in a way. But at some point you need to recognize what the value is that you are providing to people and what those people will pay for that value. So there's more distinction within charging the value of your service rather than charging your value, because like I said, you are invaluable and worth millions. So basically, a client, developing a really strong relationship with your client can help you in many numerous ways, not just continued work in the future, but also help in developing a business structure that actually speaks to your ideal clients and really answers their needs, which will give you a boost up in actually getting people to realize that, want to work with you because they realize that you're serving their needs and you've already got it figured out. And so rather than trying to figure it out themselves, they can just go to you. And so then, of course, you got to work on the messaging, which again, your clients can help you with. It's amazing. Like, seriously, golden goose in your pocket. Definitely continue working on your client relationships. And when you find that special client who can become a business buddy, don't be afraid to ask them to do so. It's possible that they'll say no, but chances are that they'll say yes, because if you're ready to do so, then my bet is that they're ready to as well. Okay, and that is my advice today on what I learned today. And I'm just going back to my little screen. Okay, and I will end it there. You can find more tips like this on my YouTube channel, What I Learned Today, and learn more about what I'm doing. I am a brand strategist and designer. You can find out more about that at thebrandequip.com. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.